Kulu, please come and open for us in prayer. Do we have people that are standing in the house that are guests? We officially want to start with the program. Oh, there's no one. Having this one, so that we can open up with prayer.
Hallelujah. 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 But when we go into this prayer, we are going in intentional. So they are not going to be a priority today. But what's going to be a priority is the conversation that I am going to have with my God to say, God, you know where I've been hustling. You know you know the place that you have prepared for me. You know the blessings that you have prepared for me. I have seen you in my life when nobody else was there. I have seen you take me out of the hole. But you, God, made it sure that I am going to get out of whatever situation that I was facing. Therefore, for I know that the situation that I am currently in, you have already sorted out. I'm here to have a conversation. Whatever that comes, it's coming to disturb the peace that you have already instilled in me. Let it be you that takes care of it. Let it be you that takes control. I'm letting myself in your control so that whatever that comes to attack, you are leading me. You are my protector. So you have said in your word, you said that you shall never leave nor forsake me. Therefore, I am letting myself to you to say, God, protect me. And also, he said it in his word, where two or more are gathered in my name, I shall be there. Look at us right now. It means that God is in the house. God is here. God is with us every step of the way. God, for this evening is coming e tla ka matla mfe matla gore morena ke tswa ka mo roomong e ke leng ka mo yone ke a tseba gore mmeilego you've got me here for a reason. I've been praying for my destiny helpers. Let it be you that guides me to that destiny helper. Let it be you that guides me to that connection. Let it be you that is present in this room at this point. Whatever that does not serve me will not be a priority. So tonight I am going to pray for myself because I know that no one can pray better for me than myself. You might say to someone, pray for me. You are not a priority in their prayer. They will pray for themselves more than how they pray for you. So therefore, I am going to step up tonight and pray for myself. And let the Spirit speak for itself. Let yourself speak. Don't look at the time. I'm not going to pray. I'm going to pray better than how I did yesterday. So that's how you should approach that energy. So, please. Modimo ntate modimo mora modimo moya o halalelang wena sena ka sala modimo wena morena wa bophelo wena morena wa kganya re se re bitsitse morena ka tulong ena ka shemo go tla ho leboha ka matla hao a ileng hore a re kopantshitse mo re kopaneng teng morena re a tseba hore ke ka wena hore le tseleng mona ntse re tla ka wena morena ka hobe re fihle mo re fihlileng teng morena o re tshireletse le hore le so re tliseditseng sone morena ebe wena e leng hore wa halalela ka hara pelo tsa rona ebe wena e leng hore wa apara mohau re apara mohau wa hao morena ka tsohle tse e leng hore re kene ho tsone bophelo morena ka ebe wena e leng hore o re tsamaisa tsela ena. Let it be you that journey us into this event. May you show up in every situation tse re tsamayang ho tsone morena ka hammoho le bohle ba e leng hore ra bala le bona morena ka se re itse kena ka hara metsi ya bona morena ka o ba bulele ditsela morena ka wa tseba hore ho bohloko kae wa tseba hore ba imetswe kae papara masedi kena o ba fe matla to go through tse leng hore ba kene ho tsona morena ka ebe wena o ba fa matla hore to let go of everything that is on their shoulders. You are the God, you are the power, you are the Holy Spirit. Re tla dula re tsheheditse wena morena ka nako tsohle re tla dula re tsamaya tseleng ya hao, for we know that you have promised us in your word that you shall never leave no forsake us. Re a bona hore ke rena ba hore re fihlile ka letsatsi lena mo e leng hore ba bangata ha ba fitlha morena ka mara wena no kgethile hore o tla re beela bodulo ka hara ntlo ya hao hore re tla re kgone ho bona tsela e yang pele ka matla e yang pele ka bophelo ka lebitso la hao le halalelang le matla morena. We thank you for this evening. We thank you for the word. We thank you for your presence. Ka se tseba ka morena re a tseba hore e ne le ka wena sena ka sa le hodimo. We bow down to you. We thank you. We praise your name. We praise your name. You are the God. You are the Alpha and Omega. You are the Creator. We know hore le bohlale bo ntse re fa bona morena ka matsatsi le ka matsatsi as we push ka bophelo. Re a tseba hore le di-idea tseo tse leng hore ntse re fa tsone morena ka ke wena o bua le rona through them. We know that you are actively participating in us, for you have said it in your word that we were made in your reflection. When we see ourselves, we see you. We thank you for your presence, Moranaka. We thank you for living in us. We thank you for allowing us to have this conversation with you at this moment. We know that it was not by coincidence, for the love that you have shown amongst all of us by as we go through with this journey of the event. Thank you so much. I am praying that you have a good evening and all is well. Amen.
The first speaker actually that I'm going to call for the night is actually the one that's going to give us a welcome note. And before she does that, I would like to say Mrs. Ladies Mutsele is a dedicated leader and the current CEO of American Visa Trust Fund in the Northern Cape. In this role, she oversees strategic operations and drives initiatives that empower women entrepreneurs through funding, training, and mentorship. Passionate about women empowerment programs, she champions projects such as women empowerment, digital literacy program, equipping women with essential skills and resources to build resilient businesses. Mrs. Gladys Matsila's leadership continues to transform lives and uplift communities across the province. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please put your hands together as we welcome Mom Gladys Matsila!
Let me take this opportunity on Women's Day. We are here to come to celebrate ourselves, to celebrate the courage of women in positions of leadership. That opportunity our woman leader in the province, the young mother, Meorno Orugamegi, Meblenes Mahache, Robotompile Maru, Kirikume, no Vulam Konyani, Me Humile Mashatile, Me Kerol Musiamo, Lutompile Kiruna ba Akiba Northern Cape. Bombe bote baba bisi budit afuli babile babona kholema tshwane di gore na go tshwana le ribiriki ntshitse ri phoshokile re role kwai tsene kale re dibeli le rona re khatela go godimo re we want to be counted in. Yesterday we had a power breakfast for business women. Our message was one, and it's still the same. As a woman, you can make it. But you can't make it alone. You can make it together. And together it becomes better. Kone message you let me take this opportunity to welcome all women across our province. JTG, are you in the house? Yeah. You are welcome. Namako, are you in the house? You are Janice, welcome. Francis Bart as Angela Andy Hayes. ZF Ngao Angela Andy Hayes. Big Speaker Seme Angela Andy Hayes. MEC Blenes Mahache, your women are here. They have seen the importance of celebrating this day together because we are saying, I know I can do it, but it is better when we do it together and it is stronger and it is seen. But we have come together to celebrate ourselves. Kikopa hore rurule dikhaku tse di rekang ri ketle re je monate re celebrate. I'm saying we must sit down and relax and let's celebrate ourselves. You are welcome.
Without wasting any time, our performance baton Ria Kelani, please take a board of him, Biwaga. Oja or Gavafun, Kona 2000, yeah, Rina engineering much 2000, TJ already as a brief too.
Hello everyone, my name is Ria Kelani, and I will be your first performer for tonight. Thank you. This is a song I sang in New York a month ago. This is Like I Want You by Heroine. And yeah, just wanted to give you guys a little bit of lore. Cause I'll just pretend until it all makes sense. A table set for two. You got me here with you, you got me through. Tell me that my love makes it true. See you face to face and think about the days you used to be. But I can't make it seem. No, I can't make it seem. No. See you face to face and think about the days you used to be. But I can't make it seem. No, I can't make it seem like I want you. Even if it's true. There's no reason to believe I'll say it's not. But if you really love me, say that. Oh, why is it so hard to be well? I need you every like I want you. Even if it's true, even if it's true.
Thank you. Mrs. Nombula Muganyana is a veteran South African politician and the current first Deputy Secretary General of the ANC. Shapamato. She made history as Gauteng's first female premier, 2009 to 2014. Alright. And later served in the national government as Minister of Water and Sanitation, Communication and Environmental Affairs. A stalwart of grassroots activist since her youth, Mrs. Muganyana remains dedicated to inclusive development and public service. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mama Action! What's the Ka 2012, go na le mmeo mongwe ba re ke Melita Motlhala. Melita Motlhala ke mentse ya ka nako e ana aga dintlo wena o itse fela wa bomme e tla tenda aha ke ne ke le mo o ntse bo re ke emitse ke mosebetsi wa matsoho a hao. Hijacking ke ona mama bo mme ke ba today ba nyaka message of support ke le ka tsela bo mme today ba ba patile ba patetse metsi fela and when I'm only a minister come on with me. Thank you very much program director Sapiliki libise sompo ya ka go mmupo le go dimo le wa lefatshe ke trompe me Heroine, our torchbearer, a very young, vibrant South African woman, a philanthropist. Philanthropist mutu only come lukisa kai likai atuse kai likai. I really want to acknowledge you, my baby. A woman also you call people for my baby of the podium. Let me also acknowledge my daughter-in-law, who is the wife to our Deputy President of the ANC, also the Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa, Humile Mashatile, another philanthropist. She's not just the wife to Paul Mashatile. She is also one of those true patriots of the Republic of South Africa. Let me acknowledge the representatives of our government of the Northern Cape who are here, the MECs, leaders of the ANC, the ruling party. I also want to acknowledge all of you and acknowledge all other leaders who are present here today. All of you, you are leaders. Remember, there's somebody who's looking up to you in your home, in your space, in your community, and many others who are coming behind you are looking up to you. Remoka Sheku in a venue, Mekero Limitwa Mitas Perepere Convention Center on the 9th of August. For those who don't know, and for those who know, let's remind ourselves, this is a symbol of who Memita Perepere was. Memita is a freedom fighter, not of the EFF, a freedom fighter for the freedom of this country. Memita Perepere is a child of the Northern Cape. She's a South African and African, a Pan-Africanist, an internationalist who left her home and went into exile because she wanted to make sure that today
today we can gather and celebrate their sacrifices. So we're here today in a venue of one of those that sacrificed their lives, left their homes, came back because they believed that me and you and you and you have a right to be recognized as true citizens of this country. She's one of those that are a generation after Bombeba 1956. That's why we have this day today. So that when we celebrate and appreciate again initiatives that we understand Women's Day and we don't dilute what it actually means. This is a day to celebrate black, white, young and old South Africans who united in action, refused as women to be discriminated against in the same way as men, where they must also carry the dompas. The smart card is the ID. Whether Uswane Pulu, Naidu, Kukemuri, or Mukonyani, Swip, Staufel, ID A1, it's one. It's because of those women who went to Strados, office at the Union Building. Over 20,000 women marched to the Union Building. Today we have this particular day that became a national day because when they came back from exile in 1991 in a conference of the ANC in Durban, they made a call in that conference to say, once we go into power, August 9 must be a national holiday. It's a holiday. It's a holiday. But it's not a holiday just to look at our It's a day of doing exactly what we are here about. To share and celebrate each other, to celebrate our freedom, even though we're not totally liberated. But because of Bombeba, you can spend a night in Kimberley without going to apply for a permit, Lipasa, special. Of course, things are not that good yet in our country. But nobody said things will be done and dusted and everything will be good after 30 years. When we have been oppressed for over 400 years. So as Mamule Tambuli sings and say not yet Uhuru, my motivation to all of you, Kamatata Arwasile Kohaye, Rehana Huna Kohaye, really want to Urbana by Loja, to get to Basati Baba. When we leave here, we must go and tell everybody today is better than 1956. Today is better than 1956, and tomorrow will be better than 2025 because of you and all of us. We need to appreciate young South Africans like Heroine and many others who here married to Sayang, married to Sayang. People, women, in a different way now to economically liberate us. So I'm here, we are all here, thanks to those who came before us. And let's remind others, when they say why must we celebrate 1956, say 2025 is different from 1956. Tomorrow will be better than today. Even if it is not for me, but if it is for you, I will have hope that tomorrow, after your turn, my turn will also come. So that unity of women of 1956 must be what unites this country. So that then we don't become women after Bomme Mita, Bomme Ruth Mumpati, Bomme Helen Joseph, Bomme Albertina Sisulu, we come and undermine the freedom that they gave us. We must work so that generations to come cannot live on grants because we've got an idea on how to create jobs. Because you've got skills that can help others to also be employed by you. Because you have been appreciated through SAHA. In 1956, there were no awards. There were prisons. There was exile. In 1956, there were banning orders. Bombe Albertina Sisulu could not join that march because she was under house arrest. So, let's celebrate Kebo. She's our Winnie Mandela. She's our Albertina Sisulu. She's fighting another different battle. You are also a Albertina Sisulu, a Midas Perepere, because you are also fighting another struggle, such gender-based violence. You are doing what Albertina Sisulu do. We have done for 2025 because today you are running an NGO, you are helping Batubadi's Plaza Shop women. You yourself, you are a leader. So today must be about celebrating, and I'm happy to be amongst yourselves, far away from Gauteng Mabone. So we must also celebrate our South Africanness. There's no place that is better than any other place. So Kimberley, you also rock. Northern Cape, you are also the best. Free State, you are also the best. Kaufela, South Africa, Beward, and Alman Falons. Thank you very much.
absolutely everything amazing about when women come together. Something amazing. Something. Only that thing that goes on. I think literally the heaven comes down on earth when women come together. Kana kunena kikopa hubiza. I call her my CEO. My CEO. Na kitukalo ma CEO. Yami nice. My CEO of SAHA, newly appointed. Paramabona Taluam, Gosala, Galabagubona, Leshapamato, Shapamato. Mamela, why do you say so? It's time. Shapamato. Says how you are. I'm just how are you? I'm listening. 26 years old. Yeah. You are COO in Olay. It's by grace. Shapamato. So when I got to again, we intend to SAHA. Jiggy. So we are COO. I was changed just that part. I think God qualify. I didn't qualify. When I joined SAHA, I was just 15 years old. Shapamato. I was in politics when Heroine saw me. When I was in courses. Heroine saw me and she saw potential and she was like, come here. She adopted me when I was 16. She went to talk to my mom and said, I'm taking this girl. And she took me under her wing and the rest is history. How little chance that we had people Alright, so you are standing here as COO. For someone who doesn't know what SAHA is and where SAHA is coming from when you were back, when you were 15 years until now, just take us through the journey. Alright? Shapamato. I get enough from my COO. I'm not even anymore. Okay, Kaletahu Tunelisa, our honorable first lady, second lady, sorry. And yes, G, you know I love you. Okay, Tunelisa, our very, very special guests, our nominees. I still love you though, you make me mad. And everyone who has joined us today, my name is Nkosazana Simpiwa Masbubo. I am a 26-year-old freshly appointed COO of SAHA. My job is just to give you a little insight of what SAHA is and where we come from. So SAHA started in 2012 when Mama Carol was just helping the then Memandombela was not premier yet at that time. She was helping Memandombela corporate. And she noticed a gap. But they're doing great, amazing jobs and nobody's patting them at the back. And she went and talked to God and said to God, I am seeing this, please point me in the right direction. Is this what you have called me for? And God said, yes, my child. So SAHA was then born in Bloemfontein, where we've hosted for over 5 years. And then we moved to Gauteng, where we branched out and started hosting. We went to Limpopo, we've been to Northwest, we've been to Durban. Well, the main reason why Mama Carol started this journey, and I want to point it out, it's not nice. It's a heavy burden that is on her shoulder. So Papa, this is your burden, you need to carry it.
The reason why she did it is because mostly we have women in male-dominated industries who are doing amazing things, but nobody's recognizing them. Nobody's saying, but I don't know if they have flowers while she is still alive. So she's doing this for you are the carriers of this country, this world, and without women, I believe we wouldn't be sitting here. God had a purpose why He took us from the rib of our counterparts, because there's no direction without the neck. With SAHA, we have taken over 100 students to school. We've closed them. We are supporting families on a monthly basis. Child-headed homes. We have a new project that is coming that will announce very soon, where we'll be mentoring juniors who will later come and take over SAHA. And also, we're not only honoring women, we're also honoring men who know what we're making and who are not making us to playgrounds. Because most of the time, they take advantage of vulnerability and but there's men out there who know what women are and are doing a great job to encourage and support women. So in closing, this is SAHA, and SAHA is young blood. That's why we have a 26-year-old COO. Please, it's still new, so I'm gonna brag every chance I get. So every chance I get, I'm going to remind you that I'm a 26-year-old COO. I want your position, mommy. I'm coming for it. Anyway, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of your night. Did they tell you? You guys look marvelous. And thank you for taking your time and honoring our invitation.
one last speaker before we go on a break. One break next. Yang breaking. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, because I would like to call the keynote speaker for today, and these are just some of the notes that I made. Go for my. Oh, got good. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Khumile Mashatile is the esteemed Second Lady of the Republic of South Africa, renowned for her unwavering dedication to philanthropy and social development. As co-founder of the Paul and Khumile Mashatile Foundation, she has been at the forefront of advancing neurodiversity inclusion, particularly championing the rights and empowerment of children on the autism spectrum. Her initiatives span education, food security, healthcare, including school uniform drives, community feeding programs, and HIV/AIDS awareness campaigns. Guided by her passion and service, Mrs. Mashatile continues to inspire hope, positive change across communities in South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Ma'am Khumile Mashatile, but please, as the Second Lady of the Republic of South Africa,
Thank you so much, our program director. Our leadership here in the Northern Cape. Firstly, actually, I'm lying. The reason why we are here, when we first our founder and CEO of the South African Heroine Awards Foundation, Ms. Carol Musiamo. Thank you so much for inviting me once again. CEO of the Tusa Trust Fund, Ms. Gladys Machele, and the leadership in the province as well. The Speaker of the Salt Parky Municipality, and the Second Deputy Secretary General of the ANC, Mewak, Mamnumvula Mokonyana, as well as former Premier, Sifora Ndombela, MEC Venus Makake, esteemed guest of the South African Heroine Awards Foundation, distinguished heroines in the house, and the heroes accompanying them as well. Our sisters in service, representatives from governments, business stakeholders, NGOs, and various stakeholders. Dumelang. Koba khone khopotsa gape once again gore le bantle. You came from all walks of the province to be with us today and to share this moment as women. Let me start first by acknowledging that and say, it is with deep sense of humility that I stand before you today, not as a figure of title or ceremony, but as a woman among other women and a proud daughter of the soil, who believes, as you surely do, that the truest revolution begins in the quietest corners of our homes, of our communities, but do not end there. They transform to so huge a phenomenon as to change the trajectory of history and socioeconomic fortunes of generations
and generations of populations, particularly women, as it began on this day in 1956. About 70 years ago, in 1956, a massive group of women from all races and all corners of South Africa marched to the union buildings in Pretoria to demand an end of apartheid and the policy of carrying Donbas for black people who were required by the pass laws to carry identity documents, passes, restricted their movements in urban areas. The power of women was felt then, and it is felt now. The march turned out to be one of the largest anti-apartheid protests led by women, demonstrating their crucial role in the liberation struggle. What is also of particular significance was the multiracial composition of more than 20,000 women. They came from different racial groups and stood together at a powerful and symbolic challenge to the apartheid regime, dividing rule tactics. As it is well documented, the march was organized under the banner of the Federation of South African Women, with leading women such as Mama Leah Ngoyi, Mama Helen Joseph, Mama Raimas Brusa, and Ms. Sophie William de Bruyn, who handed a petition to a shocked Prime Minister, J.G. Strydom, at the Union Building. The 1956 Women's March to the Union Building therefore became a powerful symbol of courage and resistance, inspiring future anti-apartheid movements. It changed the course of history in South Africa and beyond our borders. The march strengthened the anti-apartheid movement worldwide by highlighting the power of women activism. It also paved the way for further civil disobedience campaigns in South Africa, such as the ones led by the ANC Women's League and the United Democratic Front, amongst others. The Women's March of 1956 also opened the eyes of the world with irreversibly influenced international awareness of the apartheid regime's brutality, increasing global pressure on South Africa. It is truly a tribute to these women that many and more across the length and breadth of South Africa that the country commemorates the Women's March as a public holiday, honoring women's contribution to freedom and democracy. On this day, the 9th of August, 1956, the struggle for women empowerment and total emancipation continues. The fight for women's rights and gender equality, GBV and femicide, it still continues. For me, as a young woman, born in Dobsonville, Soweto, rooted in the Northwest, this march indicates to me that as a defining moment of history in South Africa, symbolizing the strength and resilience of the woman who fought for justice. Today, we stand at the shoulders of these women. We are inspired by their efforts. In particular, they fuel our purpose and our mission in life, which is to make such a difference in the lives of those who don't have access to what others call basic needs, such as education, healthcare, economic opportunities, skills, food, clothing. As I stand here tonight, I'm reminded of the giants of those women we stand on, working tirelessly in exile to keep the hope of freedom alive. Her commitment was quite steadfast and unshakable, and I'm referring to Rita Sperber, as well as Franz Barth, whose courage as a worker and unionist
and a leader in the women's movement, reminds us that true leadership is about service, sacrifice, and a relentless belief in justice. Their lives teach us that being an unsung hero is not about the absence of recognition. It's about the presence of purpose. It's about showing up again and again, even when the world is not watching. And I'm humbled to be part of this event today with my dear sisters, and it compels me to keep going as well as a woman doing the work that I do. Amongst you all, I feel very much motivated and inspired by the work that you all do. And this suddenly actually dawned to me that as much as this can be difficult, that you do, all of you guys in this room, give me strength. Distinguished guest, our nation's strength lies not only in the voices that echo in halls of power, but in the hands that hold broken families together. The feet that still walk kilometers and kilometers to the shops, to the rivers to fetch water, to schools and to bus stops to catch the train to get so that they can be able to get to their employments. Our strength as a nation lies in the hearts that refuse to let poverty define our children's future. As a second lady, I've chosen to walk a path of purpose over prominence, to shine a light on the struggles of the rural mothers raising children without electricity, on the teenager who became a parent too soon, and on the grandmother who buried her grandchildren due to preventable diseases. These are the stories that move me, and these are the lives we must uplift together. Philanthropy to me is not charity. It is justice in action. It is the belief that no child's potential should be limited to their situation in life. Through initiatives such as early childhood nutrition drives, mobile clinics, and girls' education funds, we've seen how targeted investment in rural communities can break cycles of despair, for example. But let us be clear, the work is far from being done. In this regard, we are here and pleased that SAHA's mission resonates with us because it understands that women are not victims, but they are architects. Therefore, today I would like to invite every single woman that is currently here, whether you're leading a corporate or a corporate company, or you've got various community-led initiatives, to join me in partnership. Let us adopt villages and partner with rural schools and clinics to support their initiatives and to provide sustainable resources where we can, and support to mobilize, particularly with the private sector. Let us mentor with intention. Take young girls under your wing, believing that their dreams are South African dreams. Let us amplify the unheard voices. Let us sing loudly our unsung heroines. Let us use our platforms and our proximity to power to celebrate the ordinary woman who is doing extraordinary work among our communities. Together, like the woman of 1956, we can turn our silent struggles into South Africa's greatest victory. Finally, I'd like to accept as well as thank the organizers of this event for inviting me here. And also, to every single woman here, you are a heroine. You labored sacrifice, and when the history books are written, may they say, we love this nation, not with words, but with action.
So before you leave, the struggles that you chose children with autism. Is there a specific reason why children with autism? Because you could have just chosen other kids, but you chose these ones.
Well, particularly because they are a small minority group, which unfortunately their voices are not heard, mainly because some of them are not verbal and they get subjected to abuse, and they don't have a platform where they can be able to voice out as to what their needs are. And their parents as well, they equally don't get support that they deserve. Being a caregiver, being a parent of a child with someone, having a child who has neurodiverse needs or autistic, but also my daughter's autistic, and that has brought about another enlightenment in my life to say there's so many disadvantaged parents that cannot be able to afford some of the therapies and support that fortunately we can be able to. So how then do we make a difference to parents in the villages that don't even understand what autism is? They don't even know what autism is. And that is still how people still perceive it in the villages. And Umtana's left because they don't want the community to know that the child is autistic, or the parents don't even know, or they could know, but also it's the lack of not wanting to accept due to non-education within our social circles and within our community. So it's bringing about awareness as well as bringing support for children, but also, most importantly, MC, one thing that we are seeing as well is that these kids, and hence we want to partner with different corporates and different companies to say they also need to be independent. So providing them with skills so that they can be able to be independent. Yes, independent in brackets, because they will need some level of support, but providing them with basic skills so that they don't become a burden to the state. They need to be provided those opportunities, and we can't do that if the corporates also don't, because as you're saying, I mean, even corporates don't even understand what autism is. So it's really about bringing about providing awareness, education, and as well as support to the parents, because it is quite a difficult job to, really taking care of a child that is neurodiverse. So it's really a holistic foundation, and there's quite a lot that we're looking at doing. Of course, we're looking at funding as well, not just funding, but we also provide support to, funny enough, during Father's Day, we had a program of Fathers with Autism. As much as we want to support mothers with autism, our parents and mothers that have kids with autism, it's the fathers as well that also need support, and for them to know how to support their kids, So really it's a holistic, ideology to say the community needs to understand kids that are autistic. No, they are neurodiverse and they think differently. So how then we as community members support them with that? So that is part of the work that I do.
Are you there? On the cheek, give me on the cheek. Give it to me on the cheek. All together. Sing along. Hey! Nancy, Ome, Nancy, Kufupe, Namapansi, Besiti, Sani, Kuteni, Oge, Nancy, Nancy, Kiti, Nancy. Paya Sansi Emblangeni, Yapakamona, Wailatila, Jacob never was a post, but their son, Mother San, Karukamana, Cut it out. Give me the hands. On the key. Nancy go, kumfume, besiti, kuteni, dati yo, yena kotwamu. I like this part. On the key. ke mothote no mosadi wa khonte ke mofumahadi wa sebele ke mothote no mosadi wa khonte.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and all champions of change in the room, thank you for being part of this empowering occasion. Tonight we celebrate strength, service, and spirit of extraordinary women who are shaping our nation and inspiring generations to come. At the heart of this movement, driving it with vision, compassion, and unwavering leadership, stands a woman whose commitment to recognizing and uplifting heroines across South Africa is truly remarkable. She is a leader, a trailblazer, a voice for the voiceless. She has turned the South African Heroine Awards Foundation into a powerful platform that not only honors women who make a difference, but also gives them the recognition, respect, and reach that they need. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me with hearts full of admiration and hands ready to applaud as I welcome the Ganda, the Kapadia, the real G, the dynamic, the dedicated, the inspiring Umama. Yes, a big yes. Ladies and gentlemen, ke kopa ho bitsa the President of the South African Heroine Awards,
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All protocol observed. Madam Vula, Second Lady, Lady C, Planning. Welcome all queens. Welcome to the Jesus Christ. Buddhist speech is so welcome to the 14th Annual South African Heroine Awards, SAHA 2025. Welcome to all the heroines that we are honoring today. Making what a speech. So from 8 million personally jealous. So from the heart to work for 14 years, this year I want to go to this year. But here with you, Uhanakana, from the heart. So what I'm going to talk about is the journey as South African Heroine Awards, how it started and how it's been doing so far. We started in 2012, not in the Free State, but in Tshwane, where I was born, Libo, we started Kabung Second Lady. We started we take them out, the massage and so forth, but I saw that was not my calling. My calling was to honor women in South Africa, especially the young women who are unseen in leadership positions. So that's the reason why we are sitting here. And before Kitwala speeches, what I'm about to say, my important guests. Every year we host in different provinces, and every year it's a challenge. But fortunately enough for SAHA, because it's a spiritual organization, I always say to people, and this is the first time I'm giving a speech without my shoes off. I always, they know that I take my shoes off, because so this year in the Northern Cape, we met Lady 3 years ago, Ali and Honourary Awards. But what takes takes the cup for Northern Cape for me. Ki MEC Blendings. Ke kopa o emele ba o bone my queen, Askis. Ke kopa le mo hlapele matsoho. We need young leaders who take charge in our country, in our provinces. Especially women, because so when we have women like Mayor Blenis, we are very fortunate because what she did for SAHA is undoable. MEC phoned, I check every second how I'm doing. Her team is amazing. Only team is amazing. Only also very careful. I keep saying more more. A dedicated young official. I keep saying official. People who knows the importance of Batopele principle. People who put their province at the forefront. Who really see this huge event and a province has to be involved. It doesn't work like that. And Mama had fought for that. Oh, you know, she said to me, Carol, let me do what I can do best, which is help you to make sure this event is a success. And each and every person sitting here, what one of this event is a very successful event. And I'm going to make sure that we host the biggest. Yes, it's the biggest Medley's. I keep saying how them for Blazer. But they have a challenge, challenges. And I hope on the TV they are watching us, but Northern Cape is not a place to play at. Because what you ladies have done for us is really amazing. Because Northern Cape has leadership and we need to acknowledge and appreciate that. And young women and young men in this province are leading. So we need to be able to give them their roses. I cannot complain or MEC Mamang or Mayor Mamang Haritus. But Haritus, we need to acknowledge that Medley's. We need to acknowledge people like yourself who exist to make sure who are doing Todiaka in their provinces, doing Todiaka. With regards to the Heroine Awards, also you spoke about autism. I'm glad that Menkiani is here. Also, this woman donated whole full furniture to an autistic school that we opened when we were hosting in the Free State. Remember, people thought that I'm a Free Stater, but I am not by birth, but by Musabetua. Kimanawa Free State ka Musabe. So, Menkiani donated full furniture through Standard Bank. Standard Bank has been our partner for decades. So 14 years era celebrating, Standard Bank has been there for us, Batamaloruna, all the provinces, and I appreciate you for that. We're going to start the Kani Awards Zarona. Kitokopa met ladies to the front. Met ladies Mkuli gifts. And we have our in-house Mkulu here, Mkulu gift. He was chosen by Abapandi to lead, to be the man in the leadership of this organization. What's wrong with you? We're going to fire you. But to have a shop I can't understand what. And this is the moment that each and every person sitting here has been waiting for. So why is such a matter? Banana program men on vote. He said, now will have a coffee. Go say, like Heroine Award. So today, today is a happy day for me, and I'm very excited because we honoring giants, women who are leading selflessly, women who are changing life selflessly, women who are taking women who are feeding. I don't know that they have a feed, but women are the ones that are telling me. And speeches are also familiar with it. But suddenly we are leaders. And every day have talking will repeat to it as a back. But as South African Heroine Awards, this is our mandate and our responsibility to celebrate and honor women who are selflessly changing the lives of others. Without wasting any time, I'm going to call on my team, Nkosazana, to me. Who's the nominees? How about all the nominees? Do we have that? LJ. Before we go our top 10, I need to explain something, Bakulubak. The reason why we have votes, it's not like Hore Battle, it's a competition. This is not a competition. Remember, South African Heroine Awards is a foundation, it's an NPO. So each and every event that we do, we fundraise. And at the Kibutan ladies, Hore, Heritage Northern Cape, we coming here to give back. We didn't sell our tickets. Instead, we gave away our tickets. And for the first time in 14 years, Nerefana tickets instead of selling the tickets. And the bottom was the tickets by Tuturupi, the Melon Gola, so the voters are not Hadir doesn't mean you're not better or how you're doing a wonderful job where you are. We are going to celebrate you either on top 10 or top 5 or you're not on the list. But we are going to celebrate each and every person who was nominated for 2025. And the people who are going to read that list for us, King Kosazana to me, all the 2025 nominees before I go our top 10.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen.
This year, so can you please come to the front? If we are eating, we apologize for inconveniencing you.
Alright. Here goes. Tangi Mokhale, Kiwotebile Jonathan, Judietan Kwame, Kirisaleti Williams, Meribuo Peters, Mebatabile Lamini, Nomoya Misi, Ongarabezi Mojahulu, Ke Arabetri Mabanga, Gail Motlong, Togo Pume, Kuti Mahanyele, Samantha Yanis, Charmaine Ramasedi, Nasipi Moyo, Ambassador Ntabiseng Makua, Claudia Mangabe, Bobby Ramabulana, Sophia Mputi, Larato Nabua, Sean Mkize, Masifa Job, Buktilo Shabalala, Uyanda Sibia, Ingi Apani, Dr. Futi Mutuba, Megidi Emeti Bukhari Udi, Dr. Vivian Mukume, Malebu Mabusela, MC Guy, Maria Mukoka, sorry. Ayanda Ngwani, Penny Jumbi, Thato Mukhotu, Litlodiwe More, Dibuse Lekhanya, Isalaboha Maujani, Beauty Blemis, Dipulelo Ho, Charlotte Box,
SAHA. Auna award ever snake SAHA. So today is the one who's going to be honoring our Queen Daddy certificate, and we would like to say congratulations to all the queens. Thank you for taking the effort to look this gorgeous. What we're going to do is because the important thing is to know why Basadi Baba was nominated. So it will be unfair to only focus on our top 10, really honorary like yourselves. Really first space, first space. Because I believe we are here because of these women. So Herba certify, we call it the certify. When we certify as the giants of SAHA, we like them to take only 2 minutes. I can write it in a Mara, it's more the whole night. 2 minutes opportunity why you were nominated and what has SAHA done for you up to so far, because you've been on the road again. Without wasting any time, so far memory, an opportunity to say two things before we and Kulu as well, before we give them awards. Then has no other certifier. Medana should be come. Has no other certifier. We'll go to our top 10 and our honorary award. Giving them an opportunity to give award. The reason why over is every year these women, they award each other without us being involved, because we would like to be organized for them to be awarded. So I'm giving over to Memory because
I greet you all, the gracious women that are gathered today in this evening, in this good day that the Lord has made for them. And I appreciate all the gentlemen that are here, and I truly understand that they are here because they are acknowledging these women. We greet you gentlemen also. What I can say in that 2 minutes, yes, I am married to Caroline. When she arrived in Free State, I was there, and then she asked me to mentor her. I'm a very difficult person to mentor, but this young woman did tolerate and understand. Because I did realize the vision and the dream, and I wanted her to live her dream, and I didn't want to take anything to do, so it was not easy. I made sure that she has to stand. She was fragile. I traveled her. That's the way I do, because I don't look at the pain. Then what I look is there where I want to see her. So Caroline, today, I'm not going to talk about myself. It's the 14th anniversary of the South African Heroine Awards. Meaning you did it 7 years ago, now you are repeating it, making it perfect and complete, so that it's now honorable. So I see myself in young women of your caliber. I'm just a person that if you are there, yes, I will just lend you my hand.
but I'm not gonna allow you to pull me down because you'll break my back. So that's the woman. Thank you, Carol, to have done it, to make it to 40. Really, you represent us well. That's all that I can say. I don't want to talk about me. Thank you very much. And today, wow, you are all gorgeous. That's the point. You are not just beautiful. You are women of value, and you are valued today. Thank you very much.
Let me first consider myself lucky to be amongst such powerful, influential women. It is by God's grace for a Tlamelena Meti stage today. It is not by us, but by the great Spirit of God that lives in us, which we were made in His reflection. Therefore, you being here, being a powerful woman that you are reflecting that God, I can read it, He was made in our reflection. When we look at ourselves, we see that God. It means that there's no one that is above the other than you, the God that lives in you. Hence, it's very important to always carry yourself with dignity, with respect, because of respect among Mudimo, Opelangai, Kamohare, Khawe. So I just want to say congratulations to all of you once again. So we are going to, when we call the list, there's no pizza list, and then somebody else would like to start the certificate, and we can start the handover. Then once we hand you over with your certificate, we will take a picture here and say a few words. Go deep. Through you, right? Amen. DJ,
2025 Leader Championing Youth and Women in Business Award is presented to Kidisale Williams.
I'm accepting in absentia of the Provincial Manager of SAHA, Mrs. Williams. Thank you.
2025 Woman of the Year, Youth Empowerment, presented to Beauty Blendings.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Beauty Blendings, and happy Women's Day, happy Women's Month. I am a junior ancestor of the SAHA. I am a third-time recipient, and I remember my engagement with Oscar Hall as she was preparing for these awards. She said that in November there's another placing ceremony and I deserve a white blazer, and I really think I do. I also want to take this opportunity to thank everyone who has voted for me. It's really an honor. I am only 24 years of age, and I'm really looking forward to continuing with the work that I do with my foundation. I'm the founder of Akanyang Foundation that is primarily focusing on the empowerment of young people. So thank you very much. Good night.
2025 Heroine in Transport and Logistics Award is presented to Sophia Mputi.
Nako haidumedi ke thabetse ho ba sakeng sena ka jeno. Nna ke mme Sophia Mama Mputi ho tswa Sophia's Excellence Driving Academy. Ke kopa ho itlhalosa ka mokgwa hore I am the only accredited driver training female owned mona Northern Cape. Ke kopa ba rata ba ntshware ka motse re tsamaisane tsela ena. Ke thabetse le bona go nna bula ha se ba le ka bona dina me go bula go thabetse ha mo le ba o potapotileng. Ke thabetse le bona ngwanaka lerato go thukima ladies MEC go thabetse hona ho tloa mo ke thabetse bohle ba le mona. Ke ne ke sa nahane hore ka letsatsi le leng ke tla recognize-wa ke lefatshe. Ke ne ntse ke re ka ba ke recognize-wa ke le hodimo fela. Ka ke ke bone hore le lefatshe ke a recognize-wa. Ke itse ho lona hobane comply and complain later. Ke a leboha.
This certificate is awarded for leadership and spiritual space to Charmaine Ramasedi.
Allow me to greet and to acknowledge the dignitaries, the leadership of South Africa. Also allow me to acknowledge the founder of this institution. All protocols observed, all the beautiful women are greeted and acknowledged. I feel tremendously blessed and I'm humbled for receiving the certificate. My journey in the spiritual space started at a very young age when I was just about 12 years old in the dusty streets of the greater number 2. And today I'm so grateful to proudly announce that for the past 12 years, I've been in the media space, radio space. I've been doing for the past 14 years, working with the incarcerated women, providing counseling and psychological assistance unto them. And providing that through spiritual healing, spiritual counseling. I must say today that I'm tremendously proud of myself in the way each of those women have turned out. Some of them have registered with Bible colleges, some of them have started businesses, some of them are completely rehabilitated. And we can see that if women realize their power, the power of us, there can be multiplied effectiveness within women. Not only for such women, but for every woman, especially here in our city in Kimberley. Sometimes I would be called to different spaces. It doesn't matter where, it's at the lowest level in our communities. I would always make myself available. But I have never done it alone. And this evening I want to thank all the women that have contributed to my work. Meg Gladys, you played a pivotal role in the absence of Makili Sifa. And I'm not only running in the spiritual space, but also in male-dominated areas and industries, which one of them is the mechanical engineering. And that accreditation I have received through Merika Tusa and Sifa. I was the first black woman in the Northern Cape getting compliance from the motor industry. And tonight I want to thank you. And thank you for acknowledging my gift as a spiritual voice in our city. I'm humbled and I'm grateful. And tonight I pray, and my desire is that each and every woman will be expanded, will be increased, will be elevated, will be lifted, will be healed, and will be transformed. I thank you. Bless you.
This certificate is for 2025 Unsung Heroines in International Humanitarian Services Award, presented to Mayor Dipulele Ho. So this is one of those emotional moments. Greetings to all the affluent women in the house. I'm truly humbled. I was Carol. The journey all started in 2017 when I started doing international pageants, and I traveled abroad to do your Miss Plus Size South Africa, and I started winning. I think I've got 10 international crowns this far, and I really thank God for but also I was Carol. I deliberately brought the little girls on stage with me because this is the kind of work that I do. After I went to the US, Houston, Texas, came back with a crown, went to Atlanta, Georgia, came back with a crown, St. Vincent and the Grenadines came up with a crown for Miss Plus Size Universe. I started a pageant called Miss Pure Sparkle South Africa, affiliated in Colombia in the US. So when they win, they are supposed to travel abroad. And these are the girls that are well known in the US and are clapped hands for in the US. They think we are doing an incredible job. Can we clap hands to them? But I wanted to say, Carol, thank God that you are displaying this kind of work that we are doing as women. When you say unsung, I understand fully, because it's so disappointing that in the US they would lay a red carpet for you, but at home nobody recognizes. But God chose you to be our voice and to be that woman that God has purposefully chosen you and placed you for moments and times such as this. And with that being said, I would definitely like to recognize you and to clap hands for you to say, may God increase you, may God richly bless you, may God take you to greater heights. I was thinking to myself, I wanted to speak a blessing and get a but God knows my heart, and God knows that whenever we pray, thank you to the Sparkle family and the parents that are with me, all the girls. When I do this for these girls, when I'm old and grey, men and women, I'll be looking at them and saying, she's just tired. I wanted to tell you her sparkle power, but can you bless us, Carol? What is your sparkle power?
My sparkle power is sometimes win, sometimes learn, and I think.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Oscar Gaurata.
2025 Heroine in Finance and Leadership and Corporate Award presented to Nolose Nkia.
I'd like to call upon my kids to please join me on stage. Good evening. Carol, I had a speech on my phone, but the phone decided to die. But I think God wanted me to speak from the heart, and I will definitely do that. Thank you so much for this moment. This moment for me, the nomination on its own meant so much. I am working for Standard Bank. I'm one of the senior leaders, and I work with my sister there, the MEC. Those are the people that have helped me to thrive in this very male-dominated industry. I am heading up sectors for Free State and Northern Cape. If I can just give you 3 sectors which are male-dominated, which I lead, it's the mining sector. You all know how the mining sector is. It's public sector. And it is also public sector. I did say public sector, right? And agriculture. And the list goes on. But without wasting any time, I'd really like to take this time to thank you, Carol. When you called me one day to say, Arsenal, I'd like to recognize you, I was shocked. It was one of those days where, you know, when you've just been out of that boardroom with a mask, after waking up in the morning, where your loved one that was your child cheerleader, is not there. Carol called me, and I could not believe it, because everything that I do every day is to serve. I don't care about recognition. I don't care about the upliftment, but I want to thank God for recognizing what I've done, what I've been doing. And I'd like to say this award, the nomination for me, is in honor of my late husband, who was my cheerleader. We fail to acknowledge. This is in honor of Thato Joseph Ngiane, who was my husband, who, when I was driving the streets of Free State and Northern Cape, coming from Sasolburg right through to Port Moloch, stayed with these kids without complaining, without saying, where is my food? I will not eat. So to the women that are young, that are here, and the women that are here, that are older and are incorporated in senior positions, we don't make it without a strong support structure. I've made it because of the strong support structure, and I thank God for the man who's now sleeping, who was my strong support structure. I thank God for these kids that learned to be mature just because Mama wasn't there. They've never judged me for being an absent mother. I will call myself an absent mother. But I thank God for people like you who are giving us that recognition to say, you might have left them, but you did it for a purpose. And the recognition doesn't have to come back. Thank you to my cheerleaders. Thank you so much, cheerleaders. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, Northern Cape. Thank you so much, ladies. Let's please continue doing this. May everything that is meant for you come to you. Thank you.
2025 Heroine Women Empowerment Awards presented to Kidi Emeze Okhalibuile. Good evening, everyone. In this evening, I would like to appreciate my MC, Medina's. She has helped us a lot. We have gone far in Beauty, where I started SAHA in Infantile. You know, when you say 2 minutes, I've got a proof. I feel tension. So when I was for the first time when I was in Infantile, I realized that there was something that I was shooting. So I came here back home and talked to my ladies. And then I said to her, I nominate you to go there as you are working with women. And I'm not a woman. Ladies in Otsama 5 districts. And more 5 districts, there are 5 municipalities or whatever. But she tries to reach out. But some other people, they don't see that. If you can start to plow what we call love from our province, we don't love one another. Let us start to love one another as from today, as from this year and this minute. And I would like to thank Bo Novula, because I always see on the Twitter or Facebook or the WhatsApp, in the WhatsApp group. So I'm happy to see her face to face today. So I thank you very much. Thank you very much, all of you, to see you today. And then I can say tomorrow, no, I was with her personal. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day.
Okay, thank you. 2025 Heroine and Entrepreneur Excellence Award, Women of the Year, Hospitality President 2, Isaleboha Maujane.
But honestly, to SAHA, thank you very much for the recognition. I think that my business is small, but you recognizing me means that I make a huge difference. To my family, my colleagues, my friends, my husband at home, my kids, this one is for Corona. Kuruman made me. Hakina Amans, but JTG.
2025
Heroines in Journalism and Communication Awards 2025 presented to Malebu Mabusela.
Thank you, everybody. Oscar, it's an honor for me. And thank you very much. And I know Honourary Awards, but this is bigger than anything anyone is doing. So thank you very much, Oscar, for this. And I hope this thing, it lasts forever and ever. When you go on about SABC, when you go on about TV, thank you.
2025 Heroine in Leadership and Corporate Awards presented to Pinky Apani.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Women's Day. Happy Women's Month. Sure. Carol, you know, when the nomination came through, I was totally speechless. I didn't know what to saw, but I acknowledged and accepted the nomination on the mere fact that the world is watching. But when I'm an occupational therapist, very passionate about what I do. I work for mutual assurance, which is a social insurer, really about the mission that supports organizations like SAHA. I felt like I'm because I'm overwhelmed with joy and excitement. I would be wrong not to acknowledge my children that are here. To just stand up with my girls. And the reason I want to acknowledge them is because we are celebrating Women's Day. I am raising girls. My house is only blessed with 3 beautiful girls. The little one is not here. But I am appreciative of the support that they give me. I'm not always home because I'm always on my mission to fulfill my purpose and changing people's lives. That's what I'm all about. So thank you, girls, for always understanding that mommy can't always be home. Thank you for always being accommodating in everything that I do and for supporting me and the vision, the mission that I have. The nomination here today and the certificate that I hold today, it is not only going to end today. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. And I think the people that were at the business breakfast yesterday, they would remember that I said, each and every single woman that is sitting in this room, you were born with a gift. Can we recognize our gifts? If we don't know how to recognize them, can we find ways to recognize them so that we can utilize them fully and make a difference and have that impact? We've got so much power that we realize, but I'm grateful, I'm honored. I say together we can. Have a lovely evening. Thank you.
2025 Heroine in Business and Leadership is presented to Samantha James.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. This is Carol. What you do for us, lighting up the corners of the world that we assumed dark. Thank you so much for this nomination. What SAHA has done for us, done for me, was just to put me in a platform with these wonderful ladies who are wonderfully and fiercely made. Ladies, we are not here by chance. You spoke about a spiritual organization. I represent an organization called a National Association for Student Accommodation Transformation. And I believe the organization, which was formed this year, but being in operation through affiliation for over 50 years, was God ordained. So we are spiritually aligned, sister, and thank you so much for this nomination. Thank you so much to my colleagues who come from all over South Africa. I recognize you there. Thank you so much. This nomination is for my mother. She decided to leave government, took all her money and closed student accommodation. And I thank you so much for the opportunity once again to put us in front of the second lady and Mama Ngonyani, and I'm just here to speak on behalf of all the women-led student accommodation providers that are now in peril because of the student accommodation crisis. We are coming to you, we are appealing to you to take us to the office of the minister. We need your help. Every student, every person that is here, business owner, has once been a student, and I'm here to say that sector is under threat. Women-led enterprises are under threat, and it would be, I would doing myself and everybody that's pushing in this organization, in the sector, and in justice by not speaking to each and everybody and saying the student accommodation sector is in crisis, that we need to pull together as corporates, as government, as even small SMEs to ensure that this inclusive ecosystem that was built in all these transformation days are not reversed. But what's important and most importantly is I'd like to each and every nomination or each and every award and each and every person that's participated here, that we pledge from today that we are going to pour back into the SAHA Awards. The SAHA Awards needs to continue for years to come, and we are not always going to have maybe the opportunities that you need. It is our responsibility to ensure your organization doesn't die. We need to recognize the women who are holding the communities together, the women who lead with limited resources but unlimited resolve. I'm behind you 100%, and I'm asking each and everybody to keep Mrs. Carol's light and her foundation alive. And thank you.
2025 Award in Leadership presented to myself for jobs.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Mine is a very short address. I walked the stage last year, and again this year I'm still saying to Queen Carol, I bow down to you. The corporate world can be very cold, the boardrooms can be very cold, and women do not get enough recognition. This is, I think, one of the first platforms where I get a pat on the back to say we recognize the job that you're doing. To you and the organization, I say forward you go. I can always strive to do half of what you're doing. May God increase you, may God bless you. The Queen over there said a lot when she spoke about leaving children behind. We sacrifice so much for our workplaces, and I'd like also to acknowledge the daughters that are sitting here, that sometimes when mommy cannot pay attention to them, they tend to understand. To each and every queen who does not get the recognition, I'm saying to you, Mudimu Wabona, God sees your heart's desires, and then may God bless you as well. Thank you.
Topo is 2025 Heroine in Financial Sector is presented to Onkarabezi Mojahul.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Onkarabezi Brenda Mojahulu, the founder of OSB Group. The OSB is coming from my initials. I run an accounting firm in underserved community based in Pakistan. Okay, before I got this award, there's another award that I got based in India, a women icon, which I need to go fetch now in September. So thank you, Osman Seho. Sina Seho. Kila bahara clients zote zote za ofisi yake. The efforts of SAHA Mama didn't go unnoticed. I'm nominated for another award, 40 under 40s. It will be based in Johannesburg, Melrose Arch. I'm up against South African Reserve Bank. I checked the books already. So please, thank you very much.
Heroine 2025 in health, Science and Technology Award is presented to Medudueta Hware.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much, South African Heroine Awards. Oh, I'm so nervous, but I'll try to be calm. Mine is a very, I'm not going to talk too much. I don't talk too much. I don't even know numbers anyway. But I'm thankful for this nomination, this recognition tonight. And I am humbled to be standing here tonight receiving this recognition in the space of health, science and technology. My name is Medudueta Hware. I'm an owner and a founder of a testing laboratory based in Kurumani in the JTG district. Our laboratory serves all the mines in the province and outside the provinces. We specialize in soil testing, in mining, and then agricultural soil testing, construction soil testing, all the construction guys who are doing compaction testing, who are doing concrete testing, we do that. Also we do water testing, whereby we test bacteriological testing and chemical testing. I'm really thankful for Heroine. I'm happy that I'm also recognized tonight in this space, seeing these powerful women. And also let me also recognize our Vice President's wife, Mashakileni, Mokonyani, and us ladies. Thank you.
2025 Heroine in Women and Community Empowerment, presented to Arabezwe Mabanga.
Let me first say all protocol observed, I guess. Greetings to all the beautiful women who are here, and also to my hubby today. He's here to support me, and my executive is here. By the way, Arabezwe Mabanga is a provincial chairperson of the South African Network for Women in Transport, abbreviated SAHA. SAHA is a government initiative under the directive of the Department of Transport from national and provincial. SAHA has got its footing in all the districts. We are here to assist women in the transport sector because we know for the longest of time transport has been male dominated and it's been very difficult for us as women to make a footing in that industry. We've got 5 sectors in transport. We're inviting women to come and be with us so that we can really open these doors for women to be empowered and be market leaders in the transport sector. Thank you very much for this certificate. I'm really honored, I must say, and Heroine, thank you so much. I was pushed to actually also join. I was not really aware, but I thank God that today I'm here. It is by the grace of God. Thank you so much.
2025 Heroine in Public and Private Sector Awards, Social Impact Awards, presented to Claudia Mangwehape.
Oh wow, thank you so much. Good evening and all protocol observed. My name is Claudia Mangwehape and I'm the provincial manager for an international organization that is called the South African Red Cross Society. I work mostly in dealing with disasters across the province. So whenever you see or hear of disasters, that's where we come in as the Red Cross. And our motto is always needed and always there. Because whenever we are needed, we are the first to arrive at the scene and the last to leave. We also have a unique program that is called Young Women in Development within the society, whereby we help young women with challenges that they face. And as a regard, we are able to assist them. Like now we started a program on food security where we planted about 1,000 fruit trees. And we handed over to projects in one of the trusts in Tabanchu. We handed over to women that side so that they can start employing other women as well, and they can try to also alleviate poverty. So that is the work that I do within the Free State Province. Mekara, listen, let your light keep on shining. And I also want to appreciate my husband. Today he paid lobola for me. I think he went outside. So my saying now is not gonna be this long, from Mauhabe to me. Thank you. 2025 Heroines in Youth and Women Empowerment Unsung Heroine in Entrepreneur Excellence Award presented to Emily Lowe.
Good evening, everyone, to all beautiful women and the protocol observed. I'm Emily from Pretoria. I'm in a space of sales and merchandising. The founder and the director of Somtilo Traditional Trade and Development Solutions. So I'm the solution between our government, our community and the suppliers, where we have seen the disaster of the SAHA shops where they don't want to register their stores and they are selling expired stock. So what I am doing, I was working behind the scenes. So thank you so much, Ms. Carol, because I was working very hard behind the scene to assist the youth, applying my skills to the youth to assist them with sales and merchandising, which is training and development skills, where we do sales and merchandising and then brand activations as well. And then on the other side, we've got an NPO where we are targeting child-headed homes in the rural space, because everyone else is fighting in Joburg or Pretoria and we're not looking after the child-headed homes. So in the traditional trade development and solutions between the SPAZAs and the community and the suppliers, I decided to have my own distribution company where I distribute the stock direct to the SPAZAs to avoid the expired stock, because of we have a digital system where we count the stock. We do the youth will go to stores and then do the stock count to the stores. Whereas though it's very difficult with the SPAZAs, they don't want it. Remember, the SPAZAs, they are just here to make money. After that, they jump over to another country. What they are here for is just to make money, and then they are causing a problem between the government and the community. So I'm the solution where the distribution I'm taking the stock direct to the SPAZAs, and then my team will go to the SPAZAs and do the stock count, the physical stock count, and then you'll see this person is not ordering. Then you will ask to say, yeah, you've been not ordering. What is happening? Meaning is busy manufacturing the stock behind the scene at the back. That's the duplication of the stock. So yeah, in terms of the youth, that's what I'm doing. But because of time, I can't explain more. But then anyone who's interested into my services, you can take my number from House Carol. And then in terms of Izipozonge, which is a NPO where we also more focusing into you. Thank you so much. And I thank you, Miss Carol, for this award and recognition, because my aim and my vision, my mission is to help and assist our government, because I can see there's a crisis in South Africa.
2025 Women of the Year, Fashion and Lifestyle, presented to Noltando Blog.
Good evening, beautiful ladies. I see the queens came all out beautiful tails, looking stunning. I'm so happy to be part of such a powerful SAHA Awards 2025. Thank you so much, Alice Carol. You are amazing. You continuously empower women. Thank you to Mama Action. She's such a darling mom. Even if she's not your mom, you start really believing she is your mom. She's a breath of fresh air. Thank you to Her Excellency, the Second Lady. And thank you to our amazing MEC, Venus Makape. She is amazing, highly supportive. She supports so many initiatives. I am the owner of Divaba Boutique, one of the high-ranking boutiques. I sell luxury, I sell lifestyle, I make women and men look beautiful. It's my job because you know what? When you feel that you are down, call me. I'm your fashionista, I'm your everything, I'm your inspiration. When you're ready, just let me know, I'll beautify you. I dress you for success from head to toe. When you rock in, they know, you know what? Divaba Boutique has dressed you. You look hot, you look fine. This is what we want to see, guys. Life is hard. As hard as life is, what do we need? We need, in our lives, we need a benefit of everything. We need luxury, we need entertainment. Do not feel guilty for looking good. Do not feel guilty for being a queen that you're supposed to be. Thank you so much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. No relaxation. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of the show, but like we are done. We're just left with the top 10 that we need to present. And in the top 10, my hands about protocol observed, the beautiful ladies that we have there. Ma'am Nomvola and Second Lady, can you please come up stage so that we can present this? I want to explain why you are here with me. Hi guys, sorry. Oh, get dessert. Okay, let me explain. So in my top 10, we are going to call the 6 most voted for. So the most voted for are going to get Kubo, Yasa. So they're going to get the honorary black blazer. And that's the reason why I'm calling the First Lady and Ma'am Nomvola so that they can present Batwa base. You know that there in Proverbs, she's clothed with strength and dignity. It's in. Celebrity Z. Alessa corporate. Allow me to fix that on the top 5. The lady or remaining more is because we have, you are the most voted for candidates. So that's the reason why we are left behind, because we wanted to start with you to get an award. Can we please have someone on stage so they can present? So the second one in my top 10, I have, in my top 5, pardon me, in my top 5, I have, right, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call on the stage, Togopu, Oh, okay. Like, Nikita Satamayo, like, so that top 5, the Hono speech now. Alright. Can I keep moving? Alright. And then we have third on the list. Yeah, I'm gonna say speeches, just relax there. That's why I said you must wear your blazers and look good. We have the third one on the list. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Venus Mahoke! Diganda ganda kapit matok, 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 matok. What the? On the number 4, ladies and gentlemen, we have and then we have on number 4, ladies and gentlemen, we have last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, we have Nolwazi so much.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Thato, all the way from Postmasburg in the Northern Cape. Social anxiety. Former South African Idols finalist, runner-up, 2018, season 14. I'm gonna try and do this very quickly, very fast. When you come to such events unprepared and you know, so how I try to manage with my, when you leave the house, and many women don't get to hear this. I hear there's a lot of my late husband and my late husband. So if you guys didn't hear this when you leave the house, I speak on behalf of all men. To you all beautiful ladies, you guys are beautiful. You guys are stunning. So, you fix your makeup just so. Guess you don't know that you're beautiful. Tie on every dress that you own. You will find in my eyes a half world glow. And if your mirror won't make that clearer, I'll be the one to let you know. Wait a minute. How many of y'all heard this voice tonight? How many of you ladies heard this voice tonight? If they didn't say it, I'm gonna say it maybe I'm right. Out of all the girls, you're my one and only girl. Ain't nobody
when everybody's staring. Tell all of these boys they're wasting their time. They should stop standing in line, 'cause you're all mine. And in this evening night, I won't let this feeling go. Never wanna leave your
Ladies and gentlemen, without wasting any time, can I please call on the stage the host and the co-host so that they can do the last honorary, what's the word? Honorary. Yeah, no, Tuto once. Yeah. Kile misakapila. Effing. Yo opela. Oh, barba kupela uwe staging utowa emisa as host and co-hosts.
I think we should dance a bit now, right? You know the song that says, wait a minute, right?
Inspiration from them. So all other women the women that we are going to honor, it means they lead by example. So re draw inspiration from their actions. The 2025 Honourary Award Unsung Heroine in Women and Community Empowerment is presented to Her Excellency Humile Mashatile. The next legend is a woman I actually look up to. As a young woman in politics, I confess today that I'm following you. I've always followed you. And I can only wish to be half the woman you are. The 2025 Lifetime Achievement Honorary Award in Politics and Mentorship is presented to Mama Action, the first DSG of the ANC, Mama Nomvula Mokonyane. The second last 2025 Heroine in Entrepreneur Excellence Award, Woman of the Year in Media and Entertainment is presented to Happy Simela. Goes to, well, it's awarded Lifetime Achievement Honorary Award, Woman of the Year, is presented to Ma Sephora Ndombela. In her absence, we are going to request one family member to just come and receive this on her behalf.